Morning everyone. It's 8 o'clock, wet Saturday. Very, very wet Saturday. We've had rain for about 6 hours, so we're going to get lots of standing flood water. This part's not flooded though, so they've finally cleared the leaves by the looks of it. Gosh, we've got a busy one on today, me and Dan. Let me just skip forward to the day. So we've got Paul's truck coming in, so grab a truck, and we've got to fit a Pioneer Slim sub. It's the one that looks like a cardboard box, but a long thin one that bolts to the back of the seat. So he's got that behind the truck seats.
GPS connected.
Thanks, love. Then we have a head unit. He's got a Pioneer head unit in the vehicle already, but apparently the cables and stuff behind the dash are a bit busy. Nothing really fits properly. You can't put the head unit back in, so we've got to play around with that and make all the cables squeeze in. Sarah's A3, that's coming back in. We've got to finish off, well, say finish off, we've got to swap the head unit. So she wants to go to a 9200 and get rid of the 160, so we'll take that back out, do her an upgrade. She'll pay a bit extra for that. She wants the right colours for the car, so that's happening today. We've also got to look at the number plate light that seems to have stopped working, so we'll have a little investigation in that. And while we're there, we'll look at the amp turn on that doesn't seem to be working.
Mobile speed camera zone.
Thanks, love. We'll check that out. And we've also got the Ford KA, which is having a single DIN Kenwood Macless DAB and Bluetooth fascia kit. That's like the Fiat derivative. And Emma's coming in with her car, I think. The Mazda that we did, or Dan did the lights on, the Chinesey ones. Unfortunately, the fitment of them wasn't brilliant. They are slightly, obviously two lights fit on the edges of the tailgate and two lights fit on the edges of the car. And what's basically happening is every time you slam the boot, the light moves itself out. Obviously it's a plastic screw insert. We can't welly the crap out of it, you know, because you risk the chance of snapping the plastic that's very, very brittle. So we've got it really, really tight, but every time she slams the tailgate shut, the lights move outwards, and unfortunately the right one, driver's side, has impacted on the corner light and it's chipped it. So she's ordered some replacements. I'm going to have a go at moving the bolt holes to the left, and we'll put some kind of studded washers in that when you tighten them down, obviously they pinch, so it should hold the light still. So that's today. It's going to be a wet one. We've got lots of wind and rain today. It's not going to brighten up, I don't think, until the afternoon. But it's warm. It's 10 degrees. So this is the tail end of this storm that's coming in. I think it's already missed us, but we are basically getting the flick of the tail of the rain that's coming over us right now. So hopefully a bit of a drier afternoon, but for now, breakfast, coffee, wet weather, stay dry. Hope you're enjoying the videos. We're at 2857 on subscribers. That's really cool. Press it if you haven't. It's just there. Just click on it, subscribe to the channel, bells, notifications. That's all you need to do. And
speed camera zone.
throw a comment in there every now and again. I'm going to get down. I'll see you in a bit.
Morning everyone, morning, how are we all? So, first couple of jobs are in today. So we've got the, that was stupid, Dan, don't do that again. Hopefully that wasn't long enough for you to be able to see what it was. But the sign written 7.5 ton, 10 ton lorry that's in today to have a sub and amp. We've got a Ford KA in for a head unit. Now we're putting a Kenwood single DIN Macless unit in there with obviously the fascia and all the adapters and everything else to go with it. So we'll pop that in. We've got, I'll show you that much of it. Big old lorry in, it's having a sub and an amp put in it. So it's having, customers brought his own old school gear, which is this Pioneer behind the seat or under seat sub. Obviously active as well, so it's got its own amp inbuilt, but this thing's quite an old blast from the past. So this one's going into the grab truck. So we'll get that sorted, get this one done, and we'll get back to you in a little bit with some more jobs later on. See you soon.
A few inches later.
Right there everyone, quick catch up, quick update. So Ford KA is all apart. New harness is on. Microphone and DAB aerial are ran. They just need to be tucked up, tidied up, and put in nicely. Whilst I've been here, I've just tidied up. Obviously the customer's got their own dash camera. They fitted it themselves, but they've ran the cabling a little bit questionably. Obviously they've tried. That was an owl by Alex coming from the lorry. They've ran the cabling and they've some, you know, they've struggled obviously getting it up in the A pillar. So what I've done is I've tidied it all up for them, ran it across the bottom there. They had it coming down the side of this pillar, down the side of the glove box, and then just sort of dangling across, and then across the carpet, and then up into their cigarette lighter over here. So what I've done is I've run it down the A pillar into the same point where we're running our cables for the microphone and the DAB. I've run it across the top of the dashboard, across the top of the glove box, sorry. It's just in behind here where my hand is. And then it runs down across the bottom of here, underneath this trim, and then just pokes out here, so it's a little bit tidier. It's away from their feet, so they're not going to catch it and stamp on it and break it. Obviously I know that, you know, it's a little bit of a freebie for them, but it was advantageous of us to not do it, for us to do it whilst we're here. You know, we're in the A pillar trim. It was already there, it just didn't, you know, just needed a couple of bits of tidying up. But other than that, it's all going well. So I shall catch up with you in a little bit, and we'll see you soon. Right then, Alex is currently working on the grab truck.
Nearly done.
Nearly done. I haven't showed you a lot of it on the video that I've done because it's sign written everywhere, so I can't really go over to it too much.
No.
I did give it a little flash earlier that you might have to edit out. I
I hope you didn't give it a flash earlier.
Oh, I did. You were in the
Are we
truck.
talking about the... Oh, okay. It wasn't like... wasn't like your genitalia. You didn't get out your Prince Albert and give it a... Here's Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo.
What looking for?
A fuse holder. Neater.
But if I very quickly do that, I pointed at the floor. But yeah, so Alex is currently going through all of this to try and get some things sorted for this. This is obviously having the sub and the amp in the back, which is currently there. So that's all in. It's just a case of the cables have been ran over to the head unit, which is just about there-ish. And then obviously the wiring is coming out here, going under the floor, under the carpet, let's say carpet, under the mud, and then into the sub and amp. But I assume he's just trying to get some cabling sorted for that. So the KA is all done. Dash camera, microphone and DAB are all tidied up along the headline here, which is nice. So that's all sorted. Obviously the phone holder needs to go back on top of the radio, but that was stuck.
Why does that say no signal?
Because it's inside the unit, it does work.
No, it doesn't. Pressing to hold the microphone. Retune it. Press that.
Oh, I had it working earlier.
I just want to make sure it's all on.
Yeah. Nonetheless, the DAB aerial microphone, it's got a USB in the side of it there. The aux port down here should still work, and then obviously their dash camera wiring is all sorted out as well. So this is that one. That is this one sorted. The Audi A3 is back in. Hey up, hey up, hey up. That's quite loud. Audi A3 is back in for head unit change. Customer wanted something that was with a bit more customization available on it, so we're getting that one back in. We get that one sorted. We've also got the Mazda back in for some replacement rear lights, so we'll see you all soon. They look like idler pulleys.
Yeah, pulleys or bushings. Morning everyone, it's me. So, lovely windy, wet Saturday. We had the sun a little minute ago and then it popped away again, but all of the rubbish is blowing around the estate. But I finished this one. I'm going to show you this. So yes, it is a grab truck. And I've been fitting Pioneer sub, the TSWX77A. That's on the back of the seat. We've taken out the Parrot kit because they're crap. Well, they're not. They're good kits, but they're old now. And then we've put in a new Pioneer for him, microphone, bass controller on top of the dash, all the stuff there. So this has been my job today. He's coming to get that later on. Now I've got M's car back in, which apparently has got a bad battery. We've got to swap and code and sort out this overlap and the chip from the lights that got fitted. So I'm going to try and, you can see it's not quite following the body line of the Carlet. So I'm going to try and play with that, see if we can straighten that out a bit and replace her battery. And Cabriolet is in, the Audi is back. We are still waiting on the head unit, which hasn't come in yet. Now the problem that we're chasing is number plate this side. She said she had the bulb changed by Inchcape Audi, and it still didn't work. So we've checked the power to this, and actually the number plate light's fine. It's not this that's the problem, it's the brake light that's the issue. But guess what? We are chasing cable problems. Lots of shorts to ground, lots of broken cabling. Oh man, look at the state of it. Oh look, there's two more there that are broke. So we need to do something about them as well. Fun times. But Dan is chasing a water leak in the back of the car. Is it dry? What are we saying? That looks a little bit wet over there.
It's wet over there, it's wet up in there.
Okay. So have a look where this cable comes through.
Well, it's here. It goes down to here.
Yeah.
Comes along to the bottom, chases along here, and then disappears.
Okay. So we need
I'm
to
gonna pull this trim off.
Yep.
There's a screw behind that catch.
Yep.
There's a couple of trim tabs there.
Follow the cabling and see where it goes, mate. And I'm going to crack on with the Mazda. See you in a bit, everyone.
Meanwhile.
So, on the Audi, we found, well, a mess, as you can see.
Some of these have two cuts in. This is all inside this grommet, by the way. So some of them have two cuts in. They've tried to repair two of the cables, but not looked any further. So we're going to pull the loom out, cut down here where it's not under duress, cut up the top there where that bit sits inside there, and all of this between these two points is going to be new cabling. We're not going to do solder joins in the middle of this, because as it straightens out, all of that is now shorting out and snapping. And I bet that's half our problem. There's nothing wrong with the bulb at all. The issue is this. So we're going to get some breakfast first.
Okay.
Well, food.
Food
first.
Okay. But yeah, so when I come back, we'll be getting some length of cable and replacing all of this. So, hey?
Resolder it?
Oh yeah, everything's getting new cables, new solder, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, an interesting one for this afternoon. Obviously, this is my camera cable here as well. So, yeah, go from there. See you soon.
Right then, my guys, I am cracking on. I just wanted to show you this. So I've had the Mazda apart, and this is our main issue. So you can see the gap here between these two lights is really close at a certain point. And then when she shuts the tailgate, this smashes into this chips this. And then we end up with a, was it that one? No, it was that one. So we end up with a broken light. So what I've done on the other side, which I've just replaced, is I've screwed this in, got this where it can go, and I can't really move this. It can't go any further that way. So what I've done is I've taken the sealant off the spare light, the old one, replaced it onto the back of the new light. So we've got double the sealant, and then put some washers behind this light to actually change the angle of it out a little bit. And look at that. Now we have a nice equal gap through the car. These are now flat, so there's no ridge, and it's not one light smashing into another light. They're just poorly made. So we need to space out, we'll take this one off, but we need to space out this light to move this away, so we've not got this interaction, and then we end up with this nice gap, and that's the tailgate shut. So that's my my task. Anyway, back on with the tunes. Dan is soldering on with his loom repair. You getting on, soldier?
Yeah, not bad.
Good. Tunes. Evening everyone. So we are just finishing up the Audi and we noticed on this side, look, you can quite clearly see there's a problem, right? There's a wheel bolt missing. So I've just informed the customer, and as we've got the car and we're doing some maintenance on it, I said to Dan, let's get the torque wrench out, let's just check the wheel nuts. She's just bought this. Go on then, mate. It's loose. The wheel bolts are done up. Not done up. Right, check them all. Loose. Right, and the rears.
5. 6.
Right, I'm just going to run through a check on the car. Hiya. Give me 1 second.
7.
Yeah. Your wheel bolts aren't even done up. That's why you've lost the wheel nut. They're not even tight. I was just saying to Dan, because that wheel nut was missing.
Would you be able to put anything in writing?
Yeah, of course I can. Yeah, no problem at all.
Email it off to me.
Yeah.
Everything that you've said and your opinion, if you're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just jump in, mate. Just start it up. Let's just do a light check on it.
Let me just pop this back and put this on top.
Yeah, leave that up there. We'll sort it in a minute. Let's just do a light check.
But she's not completely rubbish, is she?
Not now.
No.
Everything works now. And I think you'll like your radio too.
So what things would have failed the MOC then, do you think?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. So brake light, third brake light's now working. Go reverse for me, darling. Lovely. Fog lights. Smashing.
Oh, I've got
Yeah. Brake left.
a line. And I've now got a new
Brake
brake.
right. Lovely. Okay, mate. Leave him running. That's fine. Turn the lights off.
Yeah, baby!